Guys, we're moving.
But that means we need to find a new apartment ASAP, and we have a pretty rough track record when it comes to finding apartments here. In fact, I once said that apartment hunting in Japan is a nightmare. But girl, you don't know the half of it. Because here we are once again looking for an apartment in the biggest city in the world.
And this time we really are looking for the best apartment in Tokyo.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Ben. And before we start looking, we wanted to give you a few reasons why we want to move out in the first place.
The first reason, our management company does not give a about us.
We had a fire alarm that was leaking water from the ceiling.
And they never fixed it.
And they never fixed it,
In fact,
even though we called them, and then they just left. They just took it and left and never hit us up again.
Worse yet, the fire department came and said, you guys really need to fix this. And we said, you mean our management company needs to fix it? Like, we can't fix it. And they were like, yeah, we'll contact your management company. Even the fire department tried to get them to fix it. Nothing came of it. Reason number 2, our management company doesn't about anything, actually.
We have this guy in our apartment who will not stop leaving his bike in front of the entranceway every single day. And we have to like shimmy around it. It's such an annoyance.
Other residents doing things like leaving trash in the hallways or just generally being disturbances, they don't really care because the management company seems to do the same thing themselves, leaving their tools out in the hallway after repairs or their own junk anywhere they choose to put it.
Also, we are not super close to the station, and walking to your apartment in the sweltering Japan summer heat can be deadly.
So tired. Sweat.
And most importantly, the apartment is very small.
Ugh.
How about maybe knock first?
So after paying exorbitant and frankly made up move out fees, it's time to finally pack our boxes and find ourselves a new home.
But Tokyo is a little bit big, so that's where Andy comes in. Andy is our real estate agent, which sounds really fancy, but it's someone you pretty much have to have in Japan. In fact, there are a few things you should know about apartment hunting in Japan in general.
At least in Tokyo, the bigger apartment that you're looking for, the more difficult it's going to be to find, especially on a budget. A vast majority of the apartments here are studios or 1 bedroom, so there's not a lot of bigger apartments to go around in the first place.
Also, as we've explained in other videos, there are a ton of fees. We're talking key money, deposit, agent fee, first month's rent, insurance, lock changing, cleaning fee, management fee. I think we didn't even write down fire insurance. Anything you can think of, there's a fee for it.
And despite the fact that you're trying to pay them money, not all of these apartments will accept foreigners.
The next one's a big one. You actually can only apply to 1 apartment at a time, just because that's how all the realty companies work here. They just won't let you. So you have to really, really want it if you apply.
And another one specific to Tokyo, the market is hot. There's tons of buildings that before they're even finished, they will have every single unit rented out.
So we told Andy, these are the things that we're looking for in an apartment. We need a 2 LDK or bigger, which means we have 2 rooms and a living room, dining room, and kitchen. We need it to be less than 10 minutes from the station, 60 square meters or bigger, and lots of light so that we can do some more filming.
And this is where he's taking us first.
Let's go find our dream apartment on the first try, right guys? Right? Even in these empty apartments, you gotta take off your shoes and expose your dogs. Then it's time to look around for this place's very economical features, like a dishwasher.
A dishwasher?
Yeah, built in.
Oh my land. So rare.
Yeah.
So rare.
Absolutely.
Oh, it comes with a trash can. Does that roll? Oh, it rolls out.
Yep.
Very fancy.
This will be the master bedroom, actually. The other one's around the same size as we can take a look later.
Cool. And then this is a little closet.
Yeah, the little walk-in closet. Yep.
Nice. This is a place for a
For the washing machine. Yep.
Yes. Smooth. Dude, that's a big bath. Amazing. We also saw that there was a secret passageway to someone else's property. Breaking and entering is one way to greet the new neighbors, right? Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, wait. Okay, but that's someone else's place. I think it goes into someone else's, maybe?
This apartment was previously inhabited by a family, as we found out by all the leftover games and such that were inside the apartment still. It had a great layout, but some random quirks lying around, including being on the first floor. See, the first floor is kind of notoriously bad in Tokyo and really anywhere in Japan because of the fact that bugs are on the first floor. There's not a lot of light on the first floor, and also there's the infamous panty snatchers that come around on the first floor. Please don't steal my socks or underwear.
So we're definitely adding that to the list of requirements.
Well, it seems like the search must continue.
But one thing we're not searching for is a good eSIM because UBG was kind enough to sponsor this video.
And that's great news for those of you who travel. UBG is a mobile app that allows you to get data plans in over 200 destinations around the world.
And we know our eSIMs, but this one has some features we've never heard of before. Like now you're able to turn on your data without even having access to Wi-Fi. I don't even know how they're able to do that.
And it also automatically activates once you arrive at your destination. So once you land in Japan, you'll have it taken care of for you.
I hate being on the tarmac and like everybody else is pulling out their phones and they have access and I'm just sitting there waiting. No longer.
Get on Instagram Reels.
No longer. There's no contract, no commitment, no surprises, and most importantly, no wasted time on your trip. Do you remember the days when you used to have to like go to a storefront and ask for like a measly little tiny SIM card to put in that you'd like take your little tiny, tool, poke it in the hole? Oh yeah.
I hate these things. I hate them.
We live in the time of eSIMs now. You don't need to look at those anymore.
There's also a weird little hack your phone has. You can type *#06# into your phone and you can see if you can use UBG on your trip.
And if you can, get 10% off using our code Megan and Ben in the description. Now hold on. As you can see, these apartments that we're looking at are pretty expensive. And I know sometimes that can feel a little bit intimidating or maybe personally offensive that that's what somebody chooses to spend their money on. But what makes these kind of videos important and useful is being able to know what the prices actually are in any given city or any kind of living situation. So we don't want to hide that from you guys.
And especially a good example of this is the next apartment, whose rent is higher than my hairline. The next one Andy took us to was in a fancy schmancy part of town, and it looked like a Richy rich apartment. It was literally on top of a Lexus dealership. Ooh, they've got nice parking for the cars that we don't have.
I don't know.
Maybe we should get a Lexus, babe.
I think that's the whole point. Lexus is fully integrated with this apartment building.
I'll be honest, it was over budget, but we wanted to see what the top of the line apartments looked like in Tokyo.
As Americans, we feel at home with the highway view right outside our window. If only there was a Walmart parking lot nearby to complete the look.
So you can see how heavy the window is.
Yeah, clearly, right? It's super soundproof.
Yeah, they have to make it like this or else it's gonna.
Right.
Right next to the highway. The middle-sized bedroom.
Let's take a look.
Yep. 4.4 tatami.
So make it for a pretty good studio if you could soundproof.
I assume there's another unit on this side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a studio.
Ooh.
Got some, big storage in here. Wow, this could be a studio. Ow. If I smack myself in the head.
So this will be the biggest one.
Oh wow.
6 tatamis,
Nice.
which I would say is around 10.9.
10.9.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, we've had to learn to become impressed with these small spaces because that's all you get in Japan.
Many doors and drawers. Let's take a look over here. We got a bunch of doors over here. 2 sinks.
2 sinks.
2 sinks.
What luxury. Don't have to fight me anymore for sink space.
And then we got the bath over here of Tashkani, of Mochiron.
You can see.
There's so much room. There's all this storage.
There's so much storage.
I gotta buy a bunch of stuff.
You're gonna buy a bunch of stuff.
I would say this is definitely on our upper side of our price range, but it's a really nice building. Super, super nice, and it smells nice in here too.
Does it?
I think it smells nice.
I smell feet.
Okay.
But the location was still kind of lackluster. It was maybe 15 minutes from the nearest station, which is not bad, but not good either. And as you can see, it's kind of small for the price. So clearly this is not it.
On to the next one.
Hi.
Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, this next apartment is budget. Like, we're talking like a couple $100 budget. And you're about to find out that there's a very good reason for that. This apartment is 7 square meters.
Oh my gosh. Not much to film.
They're not that big.
This is what $300 gets you in Tokyo. If you think about it, it's technically fully furnished. Got a nice shower here.
Pink toilet.
A pink toilet.
I think my arms could touch either side of the apartment.
Now, this apartment clearly doesn't fit our needs, but it's really interesting to see how such a small space can work for a single person. I wouldn't really recommend it for couples, but there's definitely an audience out there for this kind of thing. And also, to be totally honest, it was a good price for what it was offering.
So it's 9 square meters property. 1 room.
One room.
A studio close enough to the center of Tokyo, there are people that would kill for that kind of place, and this one wasn't half bad of an option.
Cheaper than
Most
some
people
share
pay more.
houses.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It's a video.
Oh.
So if it's gonna someone gonna call you can. I'm not opening.
I like the idea that you'd have to look in there instead of just looking in the people. It's like 1 meter away.
But needless to say, we had to keep looking.
On to the next one.
Now the next one looks like a real contender. It's in Nakameguro, which is an area well known for young people and plenty of restaurants and things to do.
Scanning biometrics. Beep boop, beep boop. I don't even need to see the room, actually. I think we found the one.
This is the
This is it, yeah, check. Ooh. Very nice.
Wow.
Look at this thing, huh?
Wow.
This will be your bedroom. This is actually the biggest one of out of the 3.
Despite how easily impressed Ben is with the AI overlords ruling this apartment, we still need to check it out.
But there's another room that we would be, again, a stripper pole. Very classy. This is a very classy apartment you brought us to, Andy. Hey, we did not request that. Okay? We did not request. I saw that was a checkbox on when we put in our application, and
Should
It helps if you're smarter than the door.
I am not smarter than a 5th grader nor smarter than the door.
very nice view.
So yeah, not as noisy as, you know,
Not nearly.
being beside the highway.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so scary.
Yeah, don't look down. But I learned something about myself today. I honestly don't really like being on a super high floor. Kind of gives me the spooks.
Does it make you tingle when you look down from the window?
Yeah, makes my butthole clench. I think that I like the layout and I like the space and I like that there's 3 rooms.
I like that it's on a high floor.
I think this one's almost a little too high for me. It's like,
Really?
yeah, it's kind of spooky, you know?
No, I love it.
I don't know, I don't want to have to face death at all moments. I like getting the light. The light from the height is
light
super,
is
super nice. 'Cause
very
it
nice.
wakes you up, you know, like, but also
Vitamin D.
and D's nuts. And but it's also really high. It's really high. I don't know, it's just a little high. And then also the doors are very slidey. It's points off. It's points off for
Points
that.
off.
The more Megan talked about it, she seemed like she really liked it. And then Andy dropped the bomb on us.
This apartment already has an application. So as cool as this one is, we never had a chance to begin with. On to the next one.
Woohoo! Oh, this next one I have been waiting to look at. It's this huge house. It's a great price. It's close to the station. Oh my gosh, it looks perfect.
And now that we've found the perfect place, nothing can go wrong.
Subtle foreshadowing.
And this is a 3 LDK, is it?
3 LDK, yes.
Nice.
Great.
Secret hatch. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
I guess it's extra storage or... I think it's the perfect place for serial killers like you and me.
Living, dining, and kitchen area. So
Okay.
the room is pretty huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, it's lots of light. Nice big kitchen. Got some space on it. Nice.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is,
pretty spacious.
that's the biggest sink I think I've ever seen in my life. It's a huge sink. All right, bathroom time.
Pretty small space here.
Yeah, not a ton of space. I think those open up. Oh, very cool.
Not my favorite bathroom setup,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's a little small.
big bathtub though. Think that's big enough for you?
Probably not. My freakishly long legs aside, the more time we spent in this house, the more we fell in love with it.
Especially Ben. Actually, mostly Ben.
Just testing out the specs of this average Tokyo apartment size.
Well, it's about the size of the one that we saw with Dimash, actually.
True.
The 7 square.
Just that room itself?
That's my favorite room so far.
Yeah?
I do like that.
Yeah?
That's pretty fun.
Pretty good for a bit.
I don't know what we would do with it, but it's pretty funny.
Even I started to fall prey to the wiles of this house. I mean, the content ideas were just flowing.
So here are our thoughts.
You have a lot of thoughts.
I like it a lot.
Ben loves it.
I like it. There's so much room. It's huge, and it's like a good price.
I don't know if I want a house. Like, a house is so hard to maintain, and you can tell because so many like marks on the wall, and there's like a bunch of
Okay,
like.
but they're gonna clean that after. They're gonna clean it
And it's
before we get in.
and the previous tenant lost the key, so we really don't know when we would be able to move in here.
Well, they said they would be July.
Ish.
No, they said it was in July.
Ish. They said pay up, but be flexible. I like apartments though.
Yeah, but apartments are so close. You prefer them over a house?
I don't
Said
know.
no one ever? What?
Said me ever.
Said no one. What? Houses are so nice. You don't need to worry about noisy like neighbors. You can.
But our neighbors literally, like, if you open that window, you could like touch the next building. So it's really not that far
No, you
off.
can't. No, you can't. Okay, yeah, you can. Actually.
Yeah, you
literally can.
Yeah. Ben loves it. I'm still marinating on this. I'm marinating.
But it's so much space.
This place checks off every requirement that we have. And we learned that being picky didn't lead to much success when you were looking at Tokyo apartments. These things go so fast that if they're good at all, then they'll be gone by the end of the week. All right, so it is Monday morning. We had some time to talk over the weekend about what we want to do, if we want to try to put a bid in on this house or not. I think we're ready to say that we're going to.
Finally!
We're gonna apply for this house.
We're gonna do it.
Let's explain
That's the one.
why this house is what we want.
Yeah, I mean, the location is super good. It's got so much space. It's huge. It's got like 3 rooms. The lighting's pretty good. It faces west, so
Yeah.
we would get a lot of lighting.
At least one side of the house has some really good lighting.
And I think the biggest thing for me is the tiny little cupboard room.
Welcome to my crib.
I'm not gonna lie, that's like a huge selling point for me, which seems like a really dumb selling point, but I just think of all the opportunities of like this hidden cupboard. And if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, like I know where I'm going. Like, so I think I was pretty hesitant about this house when we were walking through it because the idea of a house is so intimidating. The other thing about Japanese houses is that they're 3 levels usually. So having so many stairs like to each different level, I was like, do I really want to have to take the stairs every time I need to go take a bath or like go to the kitchen? But then another part of me was like, well, yeah, it's a lot of space, you know, like you only get that kind of space in Tokyo if you go up.
Yeah, it's especially in big cities, they all like kind of smush up.
Yeah, having a house that goes straight up is kind of the way to go in Tokyo. On top of these other reasons, the price is good. And there's no gift money to the landlord for
no
this
key
place. No key money, which is great. The issue remains that Andy explained to us that the key is still lost to this place. They haven't promised us a move-in date until July. So, I mean...
But let's put it in.
All right, let's send Andy that message.
Let's do it.
So after a little bit of convincing, we finally decided that this is the place for us. But we got an email.
Somebody already applied for the house. We should have seen this coming.
This is killing me. This is killing me.
It was over the weekend, which I didn't think many people would be able to like contact a realtor's office during the weekend. But apparently things go quick in Tokyo.
Which means we're literally right back to where we started.
We're at square one.
All right, well.
To be clear, once somebody applies for an apartment, there's always a chance that they either get rejected or they decide to go with somewhere else. But in Tokyo, the way things work is generally once somebody has put in an application, that means that place is good as gone.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that they'll get rejected or happen. It's possible, but you can only really put in an application for one place at a time. People don't take that lightly. So if they're applying, that means they're really serious about it. So.
And especially given that this place isn't even going to be open until July, and they've accepted the fact that there's no key currently and they'll just have to wait. It means that they probably
really like it.
And I'm not counting on us being able to get this place. So
yeah,
heartbreaking
that we're right back where we started.
Back to square one.
You see, I was stalking the apartment hunting website as one does following a heartbreak, when the apartment gods graced me with the perfect listing.
はい、大丈夫です。
3 LDK, great layout, perfect location, within budget, but there were 2 problems.
If we wanted this apartment, Andy couldn't help us because it was only contracted through a different company.
So we would be totally and completely on our own.
And more importantly, we couldn't even see it yet.
Because the rooms were being remodeled, so they didn't even have pictures to show what it would be like. And we couldn't go on a tour because the place wasn't ready yet. So if we wanted to apply, we would need to apply blind. So we did.
So we waited and we waited and we waited, but we finally got that email that said our application was accepted. We're just hoping that it looks nice and that it doesn't suck. That's my biggest hope. Okay, we are super excited. We're about to go and sign for this apartment. We are pumped beyond belief. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. How do you feel?
Like I'm gonna be signing my name about 40 times today and not receiving a key or anything. It's just the paperwork day.
On paper, this place looks amazing, but because we don't actually get to see the apartment until everything is said and done with the paperwork, it's really risky because as we told you, you can only apply for one apartment at a time, and most people who apply for these apartments end up sticking with it and don't end up finding a different place. So if this was it, this is kind of it. But at this point, we're kind of worried with our luck. Somebody else might still swoop in somehow. And our worries were justified because the morning after, bright and early, our realtor told us that somebody else had tried to apply. But we were first in line.
Safe. So even after this whole process, we still had this nagging feeling in the back of our heads. What would happen if it didn't work out?
I guess we'll never know. Welcome to our new home. We made it.
Gotcha.
But things can never be that easy for us, can they? Our video files of the apartment tour for this place got corrupted. So you guys get the rough and dirty version in the form of the FaceTime that we sent our parents when we got our first look at the apartment. This baby is about 80 meters squared. It's got all these fun buttons to press in the bathroom. I mean, this toilet's pretty high tech. In the kitchen, whoo, zooey mama. Okay, we got an island and a dishwasher. We're living the high life now. And I wish we could show you the view because it's amazing, but some of you guys are crazy, respectfully.
And this place checked every box. It's huge, it's got 3 rooms, it's close enough to the station, and it's not on that pesky first floor.
Thank God. But there's probably one question you guys still have. How much does this place cost?
This apartment costs about $2,500 a month that we split between us. The utilities are not too expensive. It comes with free Wi-Fi, which is really nice.
And honestly, it's really not that expensive from everybody I've talked to in Tokyo, given the size and what this apartment has to offer. Though we have to be totally transparent, the only reason we can afford an apartment like this is because of you guys. So we're forever grateful, and we will never forget that the reason we're able to enjoy a place like this is because we have the hitobitos.
And of course, a special thank you to our patrons on Patreon and our YouTube members. Patrons will get special bonus content, and there's actually a few full episodes of videos on there that almost no one has seen. So only you guys are enjoying special bonus content.
Of course, our next video will be a tour of this place once we've gotten a little bit more settled in and have more than just a couch.
Yeah, all we have is boxes and a couch.
So as always, thank you guys. Thank you for the new wonderful apartment. We're so excited to share it with you. And we hope to see you when we're doing our tour.